Alright, Elko. Now don't you fire off your railgun at me. Okay? We have something to talk about. Buki just straight up said Gara is a member of the Shadani people, and you up and disrespected the thing by kicking it in the face. You didn't even kill it. You just walked in and claimed the glory for yourself. What can you say for yourself? Nothing? Nothing? Alright, so we'll leave it at that. Let's crack with you people. Announce here and welcome back to Sudeki. In the last one, we fought Gara, the Queen of Spiders. I went over my brief history with arachnophobia, which luckily I'm fairly certain I'm either completely over or close to completely over. And this was the path of the last one. And it was a path that would randomly give you when it cures all of me. Okay, that would randomly take you up to extra goodies. I just can't remember which path it was. And yeah, in this one we are now in the realm of shadows, and we're going to push forward and just kind of explore this heaven to Buki's people. I mean, I don't know what else you call it. And since we're in Buki's people's living of heaven, I think it's only appropriate that Buki herself leads us through this. Now, we got a golden panacea. Now, how the golden panacea works, I'm going to go ahead and show this off while I'm thinking about it here. Go ahead and sort golden panacea. Well, I've heard it pronounced panacea and heard it pronounced panacea. So we'll just kind of go one or the other. Cures all negative status effects and grants immunity under the end of combat for a single player character. This glorious magical fruit heals all ailments. Yeah. Basically, it's your cure-all. I don't recall ever getting too many of these in the game, and you really don't need too many of them because it's going to be very rare you're in a battle situation where you legitimately need a cure-all for every single ailment. But let me be careful on this bridge. With these skulls, how these skulls work, right? If they hit you, they take away a portion of your health and a portion of your skill points. Let's go ahead and save real fast. Alright, so yeah, you want to be careful with that because it takes away a portion of your health and your skill points. You can avoid getting hit by them, but it is very, very difficult. I mean, this is a Western RPG. Did you really think that there wasn't going to be any kind of zombies in it? I'm just saying. So how some of these zombies work is that they do passive poison damage, and since, you know, Tal and Buki are pretty much in the thick of it, let's go ahead and switch to Ailish on this one. Right, I was in attack animation, so well, I was in my getting attack animation.
This one's just for you.
Now, I believe, do I have that skill on Elko yet? No, I don't. Okay, so when we get out of this fight, I'm going to need to deal with that. Anyway, so let's go ahead and kind of deal with this real fast, because admittedly, this fight can kill you pretty much. We're going to go ahead and just use Elko's random fire because it, Elko, because a lot of his moves do a lot of significant damage, and they pierce. So yeah. Alright, the Spirit Orb. Alright, there we go. Then you got an upgrade. You got a level up there. Okay. Skill ointment. Let's go here to Buki again. Go ahead and use the skill ointment. So just be advised that the zombies here will do a lot of damage to you. Luster Drink. That is actually a pretty good one. Is a dual purpose restore. Actually, let's go ahead and see what these new enemies were, because they will do some damage to you. So let's go ahead and get down here. Queen Gara. Melee, immune to all stats effects, able to slow and charge opponents. Use skill strikes and items resistant to slow effects. Bat Spirit. Ranged. Abilities, immune to poison and stun. Can poison enemies and have effective long-distance attacks. Use items or characters with a high resistance to poison. The Wolf Knight. Melee. Immune to stun and poison. Has the ability to hasten their allies' attacks. Use ranged weapons or magic skills or skill strikes like slow to limit their attack speed. So yeah, these are going to be your enemies in the game are going to do a lot of status damage to you. And since we haven't done this in a little bit yet, let's go ahead and do some level ups. I think we're due for some. Ooh, dang, Buki has a lot. Okay, so let me see here. So, Asilas the Wolf summons the spirit of Asilas to aid her in battle. This basically gives you another party member. If Buki's essence is really high, it does a lot of Asilas does a lot of damage. So what we want to do now is we want to give Buki a few extra skill points. We're going to boost her essence a little bit. And then we're probably going to give her... Let me think here. We're going to give her... Claude Frenzy because it has one of my favorite battle quotes in this game. One of them, not my favorite. That honor goes to Elko. So we got pretty much all of Ailish's skills. So we want to give Ailish next. She's a little bit on the squishy side, so let's go ahead and give her a little bit of health. Because her essence is really freaking high. And now for Elko. Now, Elko... I mentioned earlier that Elko has some seriously broken abilities. He could increase his essence, but not just yet. Nano Enhancement. Boosts all party members, which enables them to inflict double damage on their enemies. This gives the entire party double damage. That's all that is. Toxic Cloud. Sprays a corrosive gas into the air in front of him, damaging and poisoning those it touches. Poison. He's your blackman, essentially. Your Tesla Shield. This one and Trick Shot. These are the two you really should try to get as soon as possible. Tesla Shield turns negative stats effects into positive ones and provides immunity to those negative stats effects. So, in this situation, since we're dealing with enemies that do poison damage, and we're going to have all their status ailment enemies coming up soon, you want this because what it basically does. Oh, I should also mention that anytime its health increases by 350. This, let's say with the Arcanite Warlocks, they have the ability where they will hit you with Weaken, where you will take double damage, and with I forget what the other one is, but it basically makes you do half damage. This effectively turns those two ailments into the opposite. You take half damage and do double damage. Trust me on this, you want this. I really want Trick Shot because it has my favorite battle quote in the entire game, and his experience. He's actually close to getting that one, probably the next level up, so we'll get that one next round, but trust me on this, you want Tesla Shield going forward, so let's rate that level-wise. Yeah, Elko's actually the lowest level, and who's close to the next one? So Elko's close to his next one, Tao's close to his next one, and Buki and Ailish are pretty far off. Now, also, one more thing, because we got one other, you pretty much want to hold on to these orbs for something very important later on. It kind of gives it away in the thing there, which I might cut past in editing so I don't spoil exactly what it is, because it does kind of spoil what you need them for, but you will want to hold on to these spirit orbs You will want to hold on to these spirit orbs later on, because they give some pretty important stuff. Also, now that we're here, and now that we have the Tesla shield, let me go ahead and change around a few things. We have a healing potion. We don't need these just yet, so I think a healing salve. I'm going to put that right there. And the luster drink. I think that'll do for right now, because we don't really need the other ones as of yet. We've got another Emerald Panacea. We're getting to a point now to where we can probably take some of these items. Styles real fast. Buki. We're at a point now to where, and it figures they would give you the panacea that makes you immune to poison in the world where you're going to get hit by every character who has poison. We acquired a spirit orb there. I didn't read what it does. Good, Orb of Mice. Since anyone would grab this, we're going to hold on to this for a little bit. And then when I feel like we need to allocate more points to help people out, help other characters out, then we're going to use them. But right now I want to kind of hold off. But yeah, no, what's that again? Yeah, you're at a point now to where you kind of want to sell some of your panaceas to make a little bit extra cash. Okay, so the Eagle Knight, I remember being particularly annoying. I remember being annoying, but I don't remember why. Oh, by the way, that was Buki's version of Tao's little charge attack, but it's honestly better because unlike Tao, who does this thing where he just runs forward and has a tendency to just miss his opponent, Buki's, while she's charging, actually, damages the enemy the entire time. So it's worth it to actually do it. To actually do hers more than Tao. Like, while Tao has a decent amount of utility moves, so Anderson has them, which isn't too bad. Because right now I have on this, so we should actually choose them up really bad. Okay, there we go. But for the first time ever, yeah, that's not the end of the fight. Once you end up fighting these guys, to actually end up doing what's the word here? Okay, so now that we're pretty much poisoned, Elko, it's your time to shine. Tesla shield.
Shocking stuff, huh?
And just like that, we have regen, and Tao has double damage. So yeah, that's why I said you really do want to get the Tesla shield, especially for this location, because it makes it infinitely easier. Because I still have problems with level. I'm not going to level it with this area, just because of the sheer fact that the poison damage, because a lot of these enemies just randomly do a poison area of effect. This area is just relentless with attacks. Oh, now I remember why I didn't like the Eagle Knights. They do the weaken, and what it is that what it actually happens is that they will randomly do this charge move, and they don't telegraph it very often, and it will just do that. It will just weaken your party. Oh, also, you probably heard the sound cut out there. That happens randomly. And actually, unlike the previous issues I've mentioned with the recording, with this recording setup, that actually has nothing to do with the audio cable or my Xbox being old. I remember it did that back when I first got the game and first got my Xbox. The audio would just randomly cut out here. And I want to say it's because the music isn't properly looped. Yeah, I am not kidding about that. I think it's just that the music is not properly looped. Okay. Oh, we are really getting hit here. So just to make it kind of easier, let's have Elko pop one of these and put one of these.
Switching Tesla generator to full power.
Let's flip back to Sudeki and have her summon another body member.
My savage friend, your skills are needed.
So yeah, we now have a fifth body member, but it's only temporary, and it's one of the weirdest looking ones, but they call it the wolf. It looks more like a dog falcon thing. And if your damage is up, it does a lot of damage. You know, if your essence does a lot of damage. So I do recommend getting it, especially if you're just kind of having trouble with enemies. Well, with fights anyway, and you just need an extra hand, even though you can't control Oculus. Ointment. So we're pretty much maxed on ointments. Let's go ahead and use one here. Okay, that's skill salve. So let's go ahead and use one of my skill cells. Well, a couple of my skill cells actually, because you really don't want to leave these lying around if you can just go in and pop a few. Okay. So apparently Elko's the only one with 100 skill points. Okay. Skill appointment. Okay, I'm going to use one of these on Sudeki. Let's go a little further down here. Oh, also, I remember I said earlier that you want to kind of hold on to. I can't carry any more skill cells. Here. No. Skill cell. Let's use it on. Apparently, Ayla's the only one who needs one, so I'm not going to do that. But yeah, no. Let's look for here. Remember, I said you want to need the spirit orbs. This location is actually a good place to farm skill ointments, and I will get to that in a second because there's a specific reason why. Do not have the key to this gate. Okay, well, can't go back to where we came. So let's go up here. Maybe we'll find the key all the way up here. It's about a save point. And a little hut. Hope it doesn't mind us breaking the spots. Anyway, let's go ahead and save and call it a part here. Anyway, I've been Anansi. This has been Sudeki. We have started our journey in the realm of shadows, and in the next one, we are going to continue down that path. Once again, Sudeki, why do you consider this heaven again?